Good. Finally, we have clarity. Now I know why some people drink during their live stream. It's just taking a little jab, but no. But Meredith, I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm not being a hypocrite. I just, it's a whole hateful situation. Okay. Oh, good. Now, okay. Now, okay. It's time to be real, not nasty, not insulting, because nothing against you. But I have to now. Here we go. Here comes Rowdy Roddy Piper. Here comes Mr. Perfect. Here comes the character, because when I start talking, then The Rock comes out and Stone Cold Steve Austin and all these WWE personalities that I can't help but they're all part of me, and they all come out when I start ranting and raving. But here we go. Okay, this all started when you know who. Let's say his name because we know he's listening. Dr. Fish, Dr. Fish, Dr. Fish, 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 Fish. This all started when Dr. Fish admittedly he admitted it after we traced his IP and just hadn't he couldn't deny it anymore, like Bill Clinton, and Harvey Firestein. It all and Bill Cosby's still in denial, but whatever. This all started when Dr. Fish started doing some things, multiple accounts. He admitted trolling people, disliking their videos. He did a bunch of nasty things. He admitted them. He had no choice, but he admitted them. And he lost a lot of friends. He lost a lot of respect. He lost a lot of subs. And it's a fact. You could look at the numbers. I mean, you don't see. I mean, where's the Laughing Lion? Where's Peeping Egg? Where's Dulce? Where's Jenna? Where's Amy? Where's Kevin? Where's Anti YouTube? Where's so many others? Where's I don't know. There's just a lot of others, but there are and then he's put together a new club, and Meredith is part of a new club. This little 13-year-old punk Roman whose address I have. You can let him know that, Meredith. His IP has all the dislikes. All the dislikes that I still have on my videos came from Philadelphia. Hint, hint. Which means you gave them to me, and you still haven't taken them off. And they also came from Pennsylvania, where little Roman Gustavo, whatever the fuck his name is, the 13-year-old kid who's getting involved in an adult game. And I'm not the legal system. I'm not the justice system. I don't take a 13-year-old who's doing bad things and say, shame on you. Oh, but you're a child. I'm letting you go. No, fuck you, you little bitch. I don't care if you're 13 or 30. If you're going to fuck around, if you're going to sabotage my videos, my channel, don't cry and say, I'm only 13. If you're old enough to do the crime, you're old enough to do the time. You're old enough to get punished. That's why kids grow up to be criminals, because we don't punish them when they're young criminals. So let's start punishing kids who do bad things, and they won't grow up to be criminals. Or at least that's my methodology. So this little 13-year-old kid who I watched a couple of his videos. I gave him a thumbs up. I gave him a nice comment. And he speaks really intelligently. He's only 13, but he really speaks intelligently. If you watch his videos, he talks. I'm not even reading the comments because that'll, don't put a monkey wrench in my rant here. The kid speaks very intelligently for a 13-year-old. He was talking about, ironic, he made a video against bullying, and here he is giving me multiple dislikes on my videos because Master Fish told him to. But he speaks very intelligently, and he does more intelligently than a lot of college graduates I know. He's a 13-year-old kid, but he's very smart. He's very intelligent. He speaks with wisdom, and I told him that in his comments. I'm going to tell him straight up, but I asked him nicely to remove the dislikes from my video. He didn't. People don't believe this, but anti-YouTube is a professional hacker. He is a member of Anonymous. Why is that so hard to believe? I mean, look at WikiLeaks. Look at the Clintons. Look at Trump. Everybody hacking into, everybody. These are what hackers do. He is a legitimate member of Anonymous. I'm not saying this to just play this internet game Everybody's saying, I'm anti-YouTube, I'm anti-YouTube. Anti-YouTube is a legit member of Anonymous. He has professional hacking skills. He told me where I lived. I didn't even tell him what state I lived in. He gave me my address. He hacked into my computer. He did nothing wrong, and he asked my permission if he could hack my Facebook. Yeah, it's Facebook. He asked my permission. I said of course, because he wanted to show off his hacking skills. He did a video on his channel showing him hacking into my Facebook, changing my information on the screen. You could see he's changing my name, he's changing my occupation, and not only did he change my personal information, he changed the Facebook, the timeline where it says timeline. He changed timeline into lifeline. So he not only has the power to change a person's personal information on social media, he has the power and ability to change the social media settings. The settings, it says timeline. He changed it to lifeline. This is my lifeline. So the power he has is scary. It is really scary, and that's why I'm glad to have him as a friend. And I don't know why people would want to make him an enemy or get on his bad side, because he can trace IP addresses and downvotes. I don't know how he does it, but he's able to click on, and we even tested it. I downvoted a video, and he traced the IP of the thumbs down to my address. He's able to take thumbs up, thumbs down, and hack into Google and trace the thumbs down to the IP address. So all of my thumbs down, my thumbs up, whatever, plus there's a Google Analytics thing that a lot of people don't know about. So he traced a lot of my thumbs down that are still up. Dr. Fish, by the way, Dr. Fish, we talked on the phone a couple days ago. We talked for about an hour. Actually, we didn't even talk about this stupid shit. We talked about conspiracy theories and Freemasons and the Illuminati, and he's more intelligent than he actually, he even says he is. I mean, he brags about his good looks, but I think he's more intelligent than he actually says he is. But he doesn't talk about this on his videos because, if you talk about conspiracy theories, people think you're a nut. But Dustin, Dr. Fish, I call him Dustin because I've talked to him on the phone, and the Dustin I talked to on the phone is not the Dr. Fish you see on YouTube, okay? I talk to the real person. This is why I can't hate him. I can't hate him because talking to him, I know he's a good person. I know deep down inside he's a good person, but he's been through a lot of shit. He spent time in jail. Okay, he spent 5 years in jail. He admitted that on YouTube in one of his live streams. It's not a secret. I've never been to jail, but I can imagine spending 5 years in jail, waking up every day wondering who's out to get you, and you have to get them first. He lived 5 years paranoid, out to get everyone before they get him, and they get released from jail. Anyone gets released from jail. And naturally, it's hard. It's like being in war. You get PTSD. You hear fireworks. I can imagine veterans on the 4th of July hearing fireworks. They get PTSD flashbacks of gunshots and bombs being dropped. So Dustin, Dr. Fish, he's been a free citizen for many, many years, but I'm sure he still has that mentality that I understand, that he thinks everybody's out to get him and he can't trust people, so he would rather attack people before they attack him. And that's where I understand it, and I understand it. I really do. I accept it. But that's why I can't hate him, because I think he needs to be shown that he is capable of having friends, real friends, not subscribers, friends. God, he has a girlfriend, Kayla. I don't know, whatever's going on between the two of them, I just hope, if there is a God, I pray that the two of them are not using each other. I hope that they are doing good to each other. I hope maybe she could be the one to save him and show him that he's able to be loved, to be liked for who he is, and he could be himself. And he could not only come back, I don't want the old Dr. Fish back, because The Dr. Fish I remember was still disliking videos and bullying people, but secretly. But I don't want the old Dr. Fish back. I want the Dr. Fish that never existed, that I never knew existed. I want the Dr. Fish that can it can be trusted. And it's hard to gain someone's trust, but you can lose it just like that. And once you lose trust, it's really hard to gain it back. So Dr. Fish, Dustin, if you're listening, Kayla, if you're listening, Meredith, translate this to Dr. Fish. I do not hate the guy. Out of anger, of course I hate him. I hate everybody out of anger. I hate myself. I hate my mother out of anger. Out of anger, I hate everybody. But, when I'm disliking videos out of revenge, yes, like I hate you, motherfucker, I'm dislike. But in real life, in a rational state of mind, I don't hate him. I don't think he's a bad person. I think he's been through shit, and he needs to see that the world is not out to get him. There are people out to get him, but fuck them, because as long as he has friends on his side, that's all he needs, and he can have that. He just has to earn their trust back. He had some close friends. I mean, forget about me. I'm talking about Amy and Kevin. Those were his close friends, and he betrayed their trust, and he has to gain their trust back. And I hope he does, and I want him to, and I want to be able to trust him. I like waking up and looking at my videos and not seeing 20 thumbs down, and then telling anti-YouTube, can you trace the IP address? And sure enough, he traces them. A lot of them are from Dr. Fish. A lot of them are from Philadelphia, where somebody on here lives, and the rest of them are from Pennsylvania, where that little Roman kid lives. And I have his address, I have his phone number, I know where he lives. So, if he wants to keep doing what he's doing, okay. Yeah, I could do a video putting your name and address and your pictures and everything else. Just, it's not me, it's a hacker who could acquire this information. But I just wish people can understand, you don't piss off a professional hacker. And people are saying anti-YouTube is fake, he's fake, it's Kevin. Yeah, Kevin's anti-YouTube. Kevin has professional hacking skills, but he chooses to work at a fast food restaurant. If I had professional hacking skills, I would be making the kind of money that anti-YouTube is. I've never seen anti-YouTube's face. I'm sure I never will. He's not allowed to show his face. You're a member of Anonymous. If you unmask, they kill you. It's like the mafia. So, this is just a long rant, but, I know who has disliked my videos, Meredith. I wish you would take them off and all would be forgiven. Really, I'm trying real hard to make peace. I know you disliked a lot of my videos because, well, not only because somebody told you to, but because I said a lot of horrible things to you, so I can't blame you. So don't you understand, Meredith? I can't blame you for disliking all my videos because I said nasty things to you. So I deserve it. Regardless of who started it, it's a never-ending situation. Well, I'm going to create 10 fake accounts to dislike your videos. Okay, I'm going to create 15 fake accounts to dislike your videos. 20 accounts, 30 accounts, 40 accounts. Everybody's creating fake accounts to dislike everyone's videos. Nobody wins. Nobody wins. And Dr. Fish is all about monetizing, which I don't give a fuck about. But when you monetize, dislikes affects your monetization. You don't want a bunch of dislikes on videos that you're monetizing. So, and I don't want to sabotage anyone who's trying to monetize. And I'm tired of this back and forth. Everybody's disliking everyone's videos. That's why I said it's ending. Put an end to it. I talked to him on the phone. Dr. Fish. I hate calling him Dr. Fish. Dustin. We talked on the phone. He said, I'll take off the dislikes that I gave you. He did take off 12. But I don't know about the others, Most of them trace back to Philadelphia and Pennsylvania, where little Roman lives. But Dr. Fish did a good thing. He kept his word. He took off the dislikes. I took off the dislikes I gave on like 4 of his videos from like my, I think I have six accounts or 7 out. One of them I forgot the password to, so but I think I have like 6 accounts. I took off my dislikes on Dr. Fish's videos, and Kayla. Yes, I disliked Kayla's videos. It's like all is fair in war. So if somebody's gonna bombard me with dislikes, I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get their friends, except you, Meredith. I don't know. I just didn't even bother with you because you have personal issues that I don't want to make worse, and you had more class than anybody making an apology video about me, which I will always respect you for. But I disliked 5 of Kayla's videos, and I took them all off, and I gave her a thumbs up and 7 thumbs down. So not only did I take down her dislikes, I gave her likes, and anybody could see that. So I kept my side of the deal. I never disliked that kid's Romans videos. I gave him thumbs up. Didn't dislike Meredith, except the hate video you made of me that you took down and made an apology video. And Meredith, you made an apology video after Dr. Fish made that hateful video. That's where it all started. You see, Dr. Fish made a video calling me a crackhead. He, really, sincerely. Did Whitney Houston or Bobby Brown, have this, hey, if some guys can brag about their good looks, I can show off my abs. Crackhead? Seriously. Oh, cool. So, Dr. Fish did that stupid video about a month ago calling me a crackhead, and I found out who my friends are because a lot of people, some of them wanted no part of it. Tommy defended me. Peeping Egg and Dulce just said, we're out of here. And a lot of people just took his side of the story and said, oh, Mr. Perfect's a crackhead. He's a woman beater. Woman beater? I haven't had a woman in my life in 4 years. Over 4 years. So, according to Dr. Fish, he made a video saying I'm a crackhead, I'm a woman beater, animal abuser. Because anybody who looks at my videos and my cats, they'll see how much I abuse animals. That's how desperate he was. I'm a crackhead, I'm a woman beater, I'm an animal abuser, and whatever else he said about me. And a lot of people just said, oh, okay, I believe you, Dr. Fish. I'm going to keep drinking the Kool-Aid. Mr. Perfect's a crackhead. Without even hearing my side of the story. I hate people like that. They hear one side of a story, and that's all they care about. They don't care about the other side of the story. And people like that need to be arrested, put on trial, and convicted without them being able to tell their side of the story. I just hate people like that. But Meredith made the mistake of believing Dr. Fish because silly Meredith thought she could trust her friend and then found out she couldn't, that he lied, and she made a video, whatever, I don't even remember what you said, made a negative video about me, but then we argued back and forth, and Dr. Fish actually, we talked on the phone like the very next night, and we made peace. Right after he made a hateful video of me, we made peace. And he apologized. I let him keep the video up. I told him not to keep the video down for a reason, because I wanted to see how many views it got. And it got past 400, which is more views than he's gotten on any video in several months. You could check his channel and see that. So when he says people use his name on videos to get views, well, he made a video with my name and it got more views than he's gotten in months. But aside from that, he apologized. He finally did take down the video, but he made an apology video. Dr. Fish apologized publicly and admitted that he lied about me because he was mad, and I respect him for that. Can't help but to respect him for that. Before he even did that, Meredith made a video apologizing to me, and Meredith, that's my judgment of you. You had the class and decency and respect, self-respect, and bravery and courage to go against the grain and make a video saying I'm sorry to Mr. Perfect, Ken, whatever. I was wrong. And you got about more thumbs down than you got thumbs up because people don't like the fact that you were being your own person. They want you to drink the Kool-Aid like they were. Like Sue's Place. Sue's Place, please. Cherry Kool-Aid. What is Sue's Place? What does she do? Take the cherry Kool-Aid and pour it all over her hair? The ginger-headed, she looks like Raggedy Ann. Just disgusting, vile woman because, she trash-talked me. And I went to her and I said, would you like to apologize to me now that Dr. Fish admitted that he lied about me? And she said no, she's not going to apologize. So fuck her. You know where Sue's Place is? That's where Sue's Place is, right down there. Really, the ginger, the color of my shirt is the color of her hair. She has a clueless look in her face. Fuck Sue's Place. Sue's Place is in my ass. Meredith has class. Meredith has self-respect. Meredith is brave. She's not a coward. She made the video apologizing to me, and we have been fine ever since. And when Meredith did the video crying, it broke my heart because I don't want to hurt anybody. But the reason I called you a crackhead, Meredith, is because look where it all started. Dr. Fish making a video calling me the crackhead, and you making a video saying, yeah, Mr. Perfect's a crackhead. So I just turned it around and said, Meredith, you're a crackhead. So that's the only thing that bothered me about your live stream. How can he call me a crackhead? Well, duh. You were calling me a crackhead. That's why I started calling you a crackhead. And of course it helps because, you're missing some teeth. So I could easily say, yeah, you're a crackhead. You're missing your teeth. But, if I'm going to point that out, I have to point out that the reason Meredith is missing front teeth is because she was in a relationship with a piece of shit who was Dr. Fish's best friend, apparently, which makes no sense, but, well, she was in a relationship with someone who nearly beat her to death. Broke her teeth, broke her nose, fractured her eye socket, broke her ribs, bruised her ribs, broke her ribs, threw dumbbells at her, literally killed her. Okay, because he was a drunken piece of shit, and he's in prison right now, and you can give me the address, I'll send him some fan mail, for sure, because, Meredith was in a very bad relationship, and because of that, I apologize for making fun of you. You are not a crackhead. You were in an abusive, horrifying relationship, and I have all the respect in the world for you for surviving that and for becoming a stronger person. You're not a victim. Okay, if you were a victim, you would be crying about it. I mean, you were crying about the things I said to you, which I understand, but the piece of shit who's in prison, don't cry over that. That's not worth it. So, Meredith, I respect you. I admire you for overcoming a bad relationship like that with a piece of shit who I hope gets a slow form of cancer that kills him while he's rotting in prison. And I hope he gets released the day before he drops dead. He could have 1 day of freedom and then drop dead. Because people who abuse others, especially men who abuse women, they're garbage. And Meredith, you've been through hell, but those days are over. Hopefully, you choose men more wisely. You choose your friends more wisely. Hopefully, you're not being manipulated and used and played as a pawn. And I know I'm ranting on, and the comments are just going down and down, and people probably tell me shut the fuck up, but this is what happens when I rant. Sue me, but I owe this to Meredith because I promised her, and not only do I admit when I'm wrong, certain people pay attention. It's okay to humble yourself. You don't need a Bible to humble. Reading the Bible does not make you humble. Okay? Doing what the Bible tells you is called humbling yourself. You're not humble because you read the Bible. Because I read the goddamn Bible the other day. I read about rape and murder. That's the Bible for you. That's why a lot of Christians are so fucked up. But I am humbling I talk a lot with my hands. I'm just... Okay, that's why See, I can't talk without moving my hands. But I went out of my way to trash talk Meredith, so I'm going to go out of my way to make things right with Meredith, because I don't really know Meredith, but I don't think she's a bad person. Who knows? She could be a horrible person, but I don't know that. And I'm not going to call her a bad person unless I get to know her as a bad person. I still know that you disliked my videos, and I would like for you to take them off because I understand why you put them on in the first place. I'm calling you all kinds of hateful names, so I understand. I completely understand. That's why, I would do the same thing. So you don't have to be embarrassed to take off those dislikes. It would be nice. Nice. I like that word. I hate that word, nice. But that's why I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be friends. And, I don't get Dr. Fish going on his live stream saying, yeah, me and Mr. Perfect are friends. We're friends. No, Dr. Fish, we're not friends. We are anything but fucking friends. Okay? We are peacefully coexisting. But the key is, I would like to be your friend. That would be nice. Nice. I hate that word. But you have to earn back people's trust. And I am giving you a chance, and other people are giving you a chance. Some people, Tommy might not. Everybody, part of me says fuck it, but part of me says, I came to YouTube to get away from reality, and now lately, I turn off the computer so I can go to the misery of reality to get away from fucking YouTube drama. Not even drama, horror. I'm just tired of disliking videos because mine are disliked. I'm tired of arguing, name calling people names, people calling me names. It's childish. We're adults, except for the 12-year-old, 13-year-old kid in Pennsylvania, even though he speaks more intelligently than most of us. But I'm just tired of all the drama, tired of all the horror. And I know Tommy is too. I'm sure Tommy would rather everybody getting along. But I am just so tired of the drama. I'm tired of arguing. I'm sorry, Meredith. Sorry for making you feel bad, making you cry. Sorry for everything. And believe it or not, I'm sorry to Dr. Fish for being a child, but Dr. Fish, you were a child first. You were a prick. You were a bastard first. You admitted it. You and I talk on the phone, so we tell each other like it is, and you respect me, apparently, for telling you like it is. I'm gonna tell you like it is, Dr. Fish. You've been a prick, but you don't have to be a prick, because deep down inside, you're not a prick. You have to just be a good person. Hopefully now you have a girlfriend who's going to show you that thing called love that will maybe turn you around, and then everyone can be friends, and everyone can live happily ever after. And that's what I want. I want everyone to be friends, but for now, it's just everybody's walking on razor blades, wondering who they can trust, and I don't know who I can trust, but I'm giving people a chance. I'm not disliking videos. I haven't done that in over a week. Some videos I don't even watch, but I'm just trying to make peace with everyone. Everyone who's willing to play along with me. That's the end of my... Holy shit. Was I talking for that long? I'm not sorry. It had to come out. If anything, Meredith deserves it because I spent a lot of time hating on her, so I'm going to spend at least an equal amount of time making peace with her. Now, excuse me, I need a drink of something because my mouth is dry. So, take this opportunity to be thankful that I'm finally shutting the fuck up for at least a minute. And then I'll come back and I'll continue to shut the fuck up. Ain't this cool? You can't see me, but you can hear me. Uh-huh. Keep that in mind. Just because you can't see me doesn't mean I'm not there.